If you watched part 1, you know how the story ends for the family, or at least how it appears to end. But disappearance is not the same as absence, and what was uncovered after the family was gone suggests this story didn't end on that road. It only went silent. This is what they found next. What investigators never released to the public at first was not because it lacked importance, but because it was too dangerous to misunderstand. Buried inside recovered digital fragments was a timeline that contradicted everything the official narrative suggested, because the searches about disappearing did not begin days before the family vanished. They began months earlier, slowly increasing in frequency and intensity. More disturbing than the searches themselves was the language used: not escape, not freedom, but words like hiding, protection, threat, and survival, suggesting fear, not failure. And when analysts cross-referenced these searches with private messages recovered from a wiped device, a pattern emerged. The family had been communicating with someone repeatedly, briefly, and always late at night. Messages that vanished seconds after being read. Messages containing no names, no locations, only instructions, times, warnings, and phrases like "do not trust anyone" and "do not involve police." And when the family stopped responding, the messages did not stop. They continued for days, sent into silence, as if whoever was on the other end didn't realize, or didn't care, that the family was already gone. Investigators then re-examined the car footage frame by frame and noticed something previously dismissed as shadow movement. A second vehicle, following at a consistent distance, never overtaking, never falling back. And once the family car turned off the main road, the second vehicle followed. Neither were seen again. Search teams combed the surrounding areas but found nothing. No wreckage, no tire marks, no signs of struggle. Then came the discovery that ended several careers, because an investigator privately leaked the detail years later, claiming it was suppressed for public safety. A partial audio file, recovered from a corrupted backup, recorded inside the car, unintentionally captured by a connected device. What it contained was not screaming, not violence, but silence, punctuated by controlled breathing, and a voice, not panicked, not rushed, telling the children to stay calm, to look forward, to not look back. And then another voice, unfamiliar, calm, almost patient, asking a question that was never answered. After that, the recording cut out completely. Experts who analyzed the audio noted something chilling. There was no resistance, no fear response, only compliance, as if the family believed cooperation would keep them alive, which led to the most horrifying conclusion yet, that the family may have believed they were being protected, not taken. And when investigators traced similar cases, they found fragments of other disappearances with overlapping patterns: wiped devices, nighttime instructions, silent compliance, families that vanished cleanly, with no aftermath. Every case shared one detail: all communication ended at precisely the same time frame, suggesting coordination, not coincidence. The official explanation was closed quietly: insufficient evidence, lack of actionable leads, but retired officers admitted off record that this case was never unsolved. It was abandoned because whatever was behind it operated beyond jurisdiction, beyond documentation, beyond accountability. In the years since, there have been unconfirmed sightings, a family matching the description, seen in places that do not exist on maps, children who avoid cameras, adults who refuse names, communities that appear briefly and disappear again. And if those sightings are real, then the family didn't escape, and they didn't die. They were absorbed into something larger, something that erases people completely. And the most unsettling truth is this: if the family believed compliance meant survival, then the plan worked, because there were no bodies, no closure, no answers, only absence. And absence is sometimes the loudest proof that something went exactly as intended. And if you're listening carefully, there's one final detail that remains unexplained. The last message sent to the family, after they were already gone, contained only 4 words. And no one has ever been able to explain who it was meant for, because it said, "You are not alone."